Okay, here we are. It's February 17th, and we're in the Back Bay. It is Back Bay of Boston. It is 28 degrees out. And it is right after a snowstorm, so it's very, very icy out. And, well, you know, it is February 17th, so you would assume that it would be pretty cold. And believe me, at 28 degrees and the wind gusts at 30 miles an hour. So that 28 is really like 10 degrees. It's absolutely freezing out. And the reason why I like to show this particular street, which is called Marlboro Street, Marlboro, is because it's one of the nicest streets in Boston. Now, with all these trees, if you can picture these trees all in the spring and in the summer blooming, you could see how beautiful the street would be. But even without the spring or the summer and the trees all bloomed, you can see what beautiful architecture it is. These are the most expensive homes, second to Beacon Hill. These are the most expensive homes in the city of Boston. And you can see these houses are row houses, but they're absolutely beautiful. Most, if not all, of these homes were built in the early to mid 1800s with the brick sidewalks. I mean, the detail on the architecture, they don't build homes like this anymore. Marlboro Street has always been a place where people want to live, but truthfully, the only people who can live here are the extremely wealthy. Here, Beacon Hill, I'd probably say the Seaport District's number 3 in cost, and the South End, certain sections of the South End of Boston, are number 4 as far as expensive goes. Dartmouth and Marlboro. And let's just take a look at this house here. I mean, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I gotta watch where I'm going here because it is so slippery out. So I mean, this house is the architecture on it. I mean, even here, I mean, the doorway. Might have to get farther away to take it all in, but it's really a beautiful building. All right, look at this mess. You think the city would do something? I can't fall. I already fell and cracked a rib. Fractured it. Okay. So you just want to take a look at that building. How beautiful it is. And that may be condos now, but back in the day, that was was a single family home. That was a mansion for somebody who lived here. So I'm big on architecture. I like architecture. I like these old homes. So that's why I like to walk on these streets, Marlboro Street. It is so slippery. This may be a quicker video than I think. But let me get on the other side. It seems to be sunnier over there. Goodness. When you think of Boston, you think of Marlboro Street and Beacon Hill and old time Boston. When you think of old time Boston, that's the street you think of. And it's been pretty windy in Boston all week. We're talking about 30, 40, 50 mile an hour sustained winds, not even gusts. Here's one that's under construction. Yeah, sidewalks, most of them are brick. I mean, look at this. That is nice. This entryway. You know, I like it. I'm very interested in architecture, especially the older buildings when they really. What they built. Why I keep forgetting about these windy days to cut down on the wind. It has a wind suppressor, a noise suppressor for the wind, but it's brand new and I didn't have time to charge it. I'm going to come back in the spring or the summer and you'll see how beautiful the street is with all these trees. They have a lot of trees that bloom, red, pink, lilacs. So this street has the most trees of any street in Boston, especially plants and trees that bloom different colors. 239 Marlboro Street. Houses along this road have identical arched doorways and window shapes, but still present an image of congenial variety. As elsewhere in the Back Bay, which is where we are, height restrictions and uniform space between the street and facade of every house contribute to the sense of architectural harmony, for which this area is noted. Also, the sum of the continuous interlocking facades creates an illusion of size that's often greater than the actual dimensions of each part. video that it's more or less if you're interested in architecture like I am. They have a school here, the Newman School. Newman Preparatory School. To be in this neighborhood, that's got to be one heck of an expensive school. Let me tell you that. With that wind, it feels even colder than 10 degrees. It feels like it's zero. It's freezing. Oh, they've got a little garden up on their roof. Trees. Coming up on Fairfield Street, Marlboro. See the Prudential building in the middle, those three big buildings. The Prudential building, that's the second tallest building in Boston. The John Hancock Tower, which they call Big Blue, is the biggest. But with that spire, if you're going to go with the spire on the top, then this building, Prudential building, is the tallest if you count the spire. And antenna is the spire on the top. This is old world Boston right here. Hi. The only thing is these sidewalks are very uneven, but that's what you're going to get in cold weather. Cold, hot, rainy. We get it all here. I used to live in West Palm Beach. It was only one season, summer. I kind of miss West Palm Beach, Florida, but I don't know. I like the seasons too. It's just the winters can be really, really tough. They did a pretty decent job getting the snow up on most of the walkways. I was going to do a live stream, but it's so windy that I don't know if you were going to be able to hear me. And I mean, it's windy. So sustained 30-mile-an-hour winds. It is really windy. I'm surprised that you really can't see the trees The trees really aren't blowing around, which means the wind's lower than higher. But I don't know. It's the wind's going up and down. And this whole street is resident parking only. Construction. So they're rehabbing one of these buildings here. What does that say? Charles Edwards Park Memorial. Here's a more modern looking building. It's out of place here. It's a good looking boy. How you doing, puppy? What a good doggy you are, huh? I know, I can tell, huh? You're a good dog. Oh, you smell my dogs, huh? I know you do. All right, go ahead. You too. You got to be skilled for this stuff. She got headphones on, she can't hear. Yeah, well, Hereford Street, a lot of construction going on, even in the winter here. Cross. Let's see what's up here. Get off Marlboro Street just for a moment. Okay. It's just such a beautiful street, these old buildings, which they rehabbed most of them, if not all of them. I mean, it would be tough to be living in a building that's, they haven't rehabbed since 1849. is Commonwealth Ave. Commonwealth Ave is funny. They call it Com Ave. So Commonwealth Ave isn't just one street, it's two streets. Because they're both one way. It's one way this way, and then when you go across the street, it's one way that way. And there's the Prudential building again. And right now we're on Commonwealth Ave. Let's walk on the mall here. See if it's any good. See if they got it shoveled. There's a beautiful building. Look at that building right here. That at one point was somebody's house. Absolutely stunning. Imagine living there. The person owned it. I mean, obviously it's condominiums now, but back then somebody extremely wealthy owned that house. Even Commonwealth Ave is, you know, very historic, these homes. I was going to jump right back on Marlboro Street, but and I know you can barely see it right there. That's Big Blue, the Hancock building. The tallest building in the city of Boston if you don't count the spires on top. I could afford to live here. I have donations on my channel. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. I don't think buying me a coffee on my channel is going to afford one of these houses unless somebody wants to buy me a coffee for a few $1 million. Oh, they did a good job plowing this mall here. They're doing construction over here on the corner. Alright, tuck in through here. Got a phone call on my phone. I'm gonna shut the video off. I can picture, if you really like architecture and you like the old days, like the 1800s, I can picture horses and buggies up and down the street. And anytime they have just permanent parking only from top to bottom, from one end of the street to the other, that's when you know that it's a very, very nice area. Very expensive, because that's very rare that you have people, the only people who can park here basically are the people who live on this particular street. That's what the permit would be for. So that's just what I wanted to show. Is I just wanted to show the architecture and the old school type living that they still have here with brick sidewalks, and cobblestone is up the street. They have more cobblestone sidewalks, and these old buildings, a lot of which they've restored to their original. That's a beautiful building right here with the white, and that's nice. And this is Exeter Street. And with that, I have to go get something to eat. So if you like the video, you want to please just press that thumbs up button. That's the like. Likes are important. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, spread the word and let people know that I've got videos up, and maybe have them subscribe. Press the notification bell to let you know when my videos are up. And that will be it.